Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is you're watching this. How was your day? How was your week? Did you do anything fun? We had a little bit of an adventurous week, but yeah. So Sean's taking on a new direction in his career, still in veterinary medicine, so we're really excited about that, and I'm very proud of him for that. Um, so yes, but stay tuned for more information. What are you drinking this morning? I am drinking my usual, my London Fog, my version of my London Fog with the Stephen Smith's Black Lavender tea. It has the vanilla in with the tea, so you can really taste it. And then, of course, grass-fed organic milk and water and filtered water, I should say, definitely filtered water, and organic stevia. So, yes. Anyways, so um, this title, Attitude is Everything. Um, Interesting enough, this was actually inspired by someone on the Let's Talk Cancer, um, my friend group on Facebook. I saw this post and it just said everything. I know I've talked about this many a times, but how this person puts it just it hits the nail on the head. Um, the journey. I've always said, the journey is 90% mental. Just get your head on right with it. And and literally that's also like the attitude as well. You have to be able to pick yourself up. You're going to hit those lows, but you got to feel them, work through them, and pick yourself up from them. And so I'm not going to mention her name because obviously I didn't get permission to use her post, and it's in a private group, so I don't want that. But it was not mine. This was hers. She started off with, I know what it means to hear difficult news, like when I was told I have cancer. I know what it means to sit in silence, to feel your body change, and to face days that are not always kind. To sit in uncertainty. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. I know what it means to sit in uncertainty, to feel your body change, and to face days that are not always kind. But I also know this is the truth deeply now. Cancer may affect the body, but it doesn't have to define the spirit. Not to deny the reality, but to refuse to let cancer steal my joy. Because the moment you let your situation control your entire mood, that is when everything starts to feel heavier than it already is. So to I choose differently. I choose laughter. When I can, I choose great gratitude. On hard days, I choose to see life even in hospital rooms. I choose to smile, not because everything is easy, but because I'm still here. Your attitude is the most powerful thing you alone or attitude is the most powerful thing you can have as soon as you let whatever alternator challenge that's hitting you right now stop you in your tracks. That's when more things pile up. You don't need perfect circumstances to have a strong attitude. You just need the decision to keep your heart open, even when life feels closed in. This. It's this. So again, like she said, when you let your situation control your entire mood, that's when everything starts to feel heavier than it already is. Don't add more to your plate. So I choose different. Always choose different. My handwriting. I can't read my own handwriting. Okay. I choose different. I choose laughter when I can. I choose gratitude on hard days. I choose to see life even in a hospital room. I choose to smile, not because everything is easy, but because I'm still here. Your attitude is the most powerful thing you can have. As soon as you let whatever alternate or challenge that's hitting you right now step in your tracks, that's when more things pile up. You don't need perfect circumstances to have a strong attitude. You just need a decision to keep your heart open even when life feels closed in. Yes, I repeated that because it's important. I always having the attitude about everything, it just makes it, even on a bad day, makes things just a little bit easier. Even when you're having a tough day. I still remember this time at work. I had opened and everybody was calling out sick. And I was working at Barnes & Noble, so one of the 2-story ones. So, we started off with, you start off with a big team in the morning, and because you have a lot of places to cover because it's 2 stories, and people kept on calling in sick, and there was really nothing I could do about it. So that team meeting that morning, I was like, look, this is what it is. Just bear with me. Like, we have a lot of people called out, last minute, like, just bear with me. We can get through this. And it just made everything so much easier because it set the pace, as in, okay, this could be a challenging day, but we got it. You kind of know what you're up against. And so this is also what helped my mother be in the 7% of her odds. When she was originally diagnosed, she had the attitude of disease free. That was her goal. That was what she was going to do, and that's what she set it to be. And that's what she did. But you are going to have those moments where you need to grieve, because you're going to feel like you let yourself down. You're going to feel like your body's letting you down. You're going to feel all these different feelings, and even why me? And you need to feel those, grieve those, and pull yourself out of it. Don't sit in it. But you need to be able to pull yourself out of it, get it out of your system, and then pull yourself out to turn around and fight. But find something that makes you laugh. Find something in the room that brings back like a fond memory. So have a few things in mind that you can help yourself pull yourself out of it. I know if you're in a hospital, that's a little bit more difficult. Have somebody bring something from home, or if somebody brings you something from the gift shop, or even like a nice flower or plant that's in your room, like that's adding a little bit of life, and do that. If you go sit and or if you go and sit with infusion, if you have a blanket or something, take something with you, or a book, or even a little thing. I know I showed it before, but even something as small as, I guess, this little hug that was actually given to me to give to my mom years ago for everything she's gone through, because the person who makes them, that's what she was making them for, cancer patients. So yes, sorry about the camera, guys. But so yeah, just find something that's going to help you, bring you back to that safe space, that that happy place, to get your mind from sitting in the stress, the sadness, and everything, the grieving. Okay. But you don't have to be positive all the time. And but you need to have something that's going to bring you out of the funk. Okay? So, yeah, we're not saying to be positive all the time. I'm telling you, you need to feel those feelings, get them out, and then turn around and be like, okay, I got this. Like, I can do this. But you need something that's going to bring you out of that funk and not have you sit there sitting in those feelings. All right. And even with that also means hold negative people at arm's length, if not farther. If somebody comes in and they're being negative about how you're doing your cancer treatments, or you should do this, you should do that, like if they're bringing negative thoughts to you, just they need to stay over there. If there's somebody that you need in your life or have in your life or you want in your life, but they're just being negative about it, just kind of back off a little bit. Don't talk to them for a while. Just kind of do everything arm length when you're able to mentally deal with them. So if there's somebody you can just push out of your life, just push them out of your life. You don't have to tell them. Don't even deal with it. Just don't call them. Don't return their calls or whatever. Just if they text you, say, hey, I'm not filling up for visitors right now. Hey, I'm not filling up for so-and-so right now. Whether you are or not, just don't, just keep the negativity out of your life, the negative person at arm's length or out of your life, whatever you need that to be. So just do that. I'm giving you permission to do that. No, that's not being mean. That's setting boundaries. That's setting boundaries for you. Remember in previous videos, I talked about their house is on fire. You are the house that is on fire. You need to be taken care of. You're most important, and it's what your needs are at that moment. And so if somebody says, if somebody comes in and they're being negative, put them at arm's length. Again, you're not being mean. You're setting boundaries. Okay? You need to do what's best for you. So, yes. And then, like I said, attitude is everything. How you look at it, again, everything. All right. So is there something that you have that brings you comfort, or even a story or a memory that you can think about that brings you comfort? Put that in the chat. Give people ideas of what they could do that would bring them comfort, even something small that they could take with them to infusion if they need to. So yes. All right. With that is it for the day. I will see you next week. Thank you for watching. Go do something for you, and we will see you next week under the willow tree.